The Money Matters Podcast tip of the day.
20% of the income of these rich people is automatically invested. Meaning, whatever income these rich people gets, 20% of it is automatically invested, like right away. It's like they don't. It's nothing to think about to make it. There's no decision to be made about it. It's automatically being reinvested into mutual funds and index funds and stuff like that. Yeah. So they're not even. It's just something that they do automatic. Like
that's why they're not rocking the new Gucci that just came out, man.
You know that 20% is the money that you use to just spend around, buy nothing, just buy a bunch of garbage and just waste it. And these people are just putting that money in there to invest.
And somebody would probably say, "Oh, they're able to do that because they're already rich, so they don't have any more needs and wants." But trust me, the fact that you have $100,000 does not mean that you cannot spend $100,000 on a new car, a new something that's coming out. There are always things that we can put our money into. But then again, it comes to that question: do you need it? Is that going to make you better? Is that going to make you more money? Are you going to receive anything in return for what you about to go get, or are you just going to be a final consumer of that specific thing? All right, so until we start asking ourselves questions, because we keep giving these excuses like the money that I'm making right now, it's not even enough to cover all the bills. And most of these bills that we have on ourselves are things that we don't even need, things that don't make us any money at the end of the day. So if it's not making you any money and it's not adding to your riches, but then again, it's a liability costing you more every month, do you really need it?
You know, it's not your money that's not enough. It's the knowledge that's not enough.
It's your budgeting that's not enough.
Your knowledge is not enough to even budget. Your knowledge is not enough to even learn how to grow your money. You don't know none of these things, so you just realize my money is not enough.
That's what we keep saying. The money is not even sufficient to cover all these bills. So how would I even have 20% of that sale money to go into reinvesting?
And you know, there's nothing wrong with having a taste for expensive clothes or expensive stuff. You know, everybody's different. But if you have the taste or the passion to be spending money on expensive stuff, what you want to do is to make sure that the money that you spend on these things are coming from investments that you did with your capital.
Right, yeah.
Whatever capital that came to you, you invest that, and the profit that you make from that money, you could use that to buy the things that your heart desire.
One of these guys that I follow on Facebook, on social media, said that the other day I was watching him, said that he wanted the Tesla, the Model S. So what he did, he had the money for that. But what he did was he bought a house. And the proceeds and the returns from that house, owning that house, the rent and stuff that he made from that, went into financing that Tesla that he wanted. So he got what he wanted. He got what he wanted without putting a penny out of his own money to it.
You got to be smart. You got to know how things work and work towards it.
We don't have to be the final consumers of these things. You have to invest the money and let the returns from that investment get you what you want. Because if you keep putting your money into these things and become the final consumers of these things, then it means you're going to have to be working every day to keep that lifestyle.
Right. You know, some of these high name brands, they targeting the middle class and the poor people because, you know, the people that are poor, they always want to look rich.
Exactly.
And the people who are rich, they look like poor, or they look like they don't have anything. They look like the average person. But you see these poor people looking rich, driving fancy cars, wearing expensive clothes, but their bank accounts are all empty. They have nothing to show for it.
Banks are all broken. All right, so
you want to make sure.
At the end of the day, if you want to keep working till you attain that retirement age or pension age, then that means you're gonna have to put your health on the line, work so much so that your health is gonna be deteriorating every day because you wanna put a certain type of watch on your wrist or put certain name brand clothes. There's nothing wrong with that, but you don't exchange your health, because doing all these jobs, not getting the required sleep and rest and everything that you need, you are sacrificing, you're compromising your health for those things. And you're not doing this because people do compromise their health and all these things, you know, don't get the required amount of sleep and all these other things, but they do that for just a specific amount of time to put themselves in the position to be able to not work for ever again. So they're making that sacrifice. They're making that compromise. But then again, you can't not have any plan like that and just keep working to just consume. You don't want to be the final consumer. You have to put the money to work for it to get you what you want.
Yep, you want to invest your money because, you know, these people are rich and they're still investing their money to make more money. So you want to learn this tactic. When you get paid, when you get your income, make sure you invest some of it. And you use the rest to take care of other business. But you want to make sure that you invest. Don't just spend them all and wait for the next check to come in. Because if you keep doing that, you are never going to grow. You are never going to achieve financial freedom. And the goal is to achieve financial freedom. You can't just be wasting time. You know, every time is not on your side. You want to make sure every time that you get, use it to accomplish something. Use it to your advantage.
Every minute counts.
Thank you for listening to the Money Matters Podcast Tip of the Day.